Hi guys, here's our minis. This is our second mini litter from Lucy and Gizmo, and we're taking our video before we start puppy picks so our families can get a good feel for who's who, and hopefully try to narrow it down from there to decide on, to help, or I should say to help them decide on which little dude or dudette will end up being their forever baby. I can't, guys, we are over the moon with these little ones. They are such a joy to raise. I cannot tell you how much we're enjoying them. You know, minis are different compared to the standards as far as their personalities and dispositions go. And I guess I just find these guys are more, a little funnier, like, you know, spunky personalities. And we're just, you know, I can't tell you how much we enjoy them. So I'm hoping, I was trying to, you know, you try to catch them at the right time so they're wanting to play and all. So I said, well, I didn't want to feed them dinner quite yet because I'm thinking, well, once I do that, then they're going to be tired and sleepy. So I was trying to kind of catch it at the right time. They're not extremely active right now, but you can kind of at least, you know, see who everyone is. I didn't want them to be too active, but not, obviously not all sleeping. That way everyone can see who's who. And speaking of, so our biggest one in the group is who we refer to as Fatty Fatty for a reason. That is our pretty much almost tuxedo, we'll call him. Very strong tuxedo markings. Our little male right here. This is your black collar. He is absolutely perfect, guys. You know, you're looking at certain things when you're looking at the breed standard, for example, and he just hits all the points. He will have the hazel eyes like his daddy. He has a liver nose. He has the 4 white-tipped paws, white-tipped tail. And he is the biggest. Now, and you're going to see, well, I'm going to try to look, since they're all kind of, I'm trying to kind of get around that way. You can kind of see, as you're looking, you'll notice he is the biggest. And with any given doodle litter, whether it be mini, standard, medium, whatever, there's always a chance that any given pup or two from any given litter can revert back to one of the origin breeds, right? And in our case, with the minis, we have 3. We have toy poodle, standard poodle, and retriever. So there's always that chance that he could end up smaller or larger than either parent. That said, you know, there is that slight chance he could even end up slightly over a mini. But I'd say probably 30, 35 pounds, you know, full grown. But of course, that's just, you know, our best estimate. So I always like to put that out there when we do see one that, you know, has and continues to be the largest like that. He's been since day one and is definitely, you know, that's kind of where he's trending. So just something to keep in mind. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, this little girl right here that is grabbing the toy, that is our orange collar female. We refer to her as Nugget or Nuggy. She is actually exceptionally small. As you know, this is our second mini litter, and even in our first, we didn't have one quite this tiny. I will also tell you that she indeed will be our future Bucktown mom. As you know, we always take the first pick to become a future parent, and so she is the one that we decided on. Also because we knew we could not really, or wouldn't benefit our program to keep back a chocolate or one of the other colors, because we already have 2 now like that. Obviously Lucy, and then Rosie is just like our little guy over there, the chocolate and white phantom party, but so they essentially carry the same genes, and so we wanted or needed something different, whereas our little squirt over here will only carry 2 light color genes and produce colors such as, you know, apricots, creams, reds, things of that nature, of course depending upon who she's bred with, but that's a little down the line, obviously. Okay, let's see, moving on. This is our other boy. This is Yellow. He is probably our It's a toss-up between him and our chocolate party as to which of these two are bigger. They're kind of really close in size. Oop, and I'm sorry, guys. I am not the best with video, and I apologize. He is primarily a little solid apricot to light red. I want you to notice, especially, you know, I like to do this in the daylight so you can see their coloring. You notice how dark his ears are? Really, his ears are almost light red. And remember, Gizmo is a red tuxedo. So you would expect that, and they are certainly capable of producing reds. We're, you know, shocked that we've never seen them, but that's the part of genetics. That's simply luck of the draw. And now they're having fun, guys. So I'll try to talk over them as much as I can. But you'll notice he could lighten or darken over time. Since they were born, they seem to be, you know, darkening slightly, which is kind of unusual because most doodles do lighten over time, but some do darken. But, oh, you okay, buddy? And if you notice, he has, you see, that's a good trait. You see how they're little curl tails? That's one thing we always look at. And as you know, all of these guys are double furnished. And so it gives them really what I like to call strong teddy bear characteristics or strong doodle characteristics. That curl tail where it literally almost does a double curl, if you will. And he also has a little white on his chest. If you could see him, if you would slow down a second, huh? Say, we having fun, Mom. Say, we having fun, Mom and Dads. All right, and there is our little party, huh? This go around, we only had one. If you remember back from our first litter, we had three like this little guy. He is a male. Here's our only chocolate and white Phantom party. So you'll also notice some Phantom markings in him as well. Especially sometimes, sometimes if you look in their back ends too, you can really see the Phantom gene pretty well. But I'll point that out with our little Phantom girl in a sec. But there he is. And moving right along, here is our little, speaking of Phantom, there is our little Phantom girl playing with the blue toy right here. So Phantom, you'll notice she has a base, like a dark chocolate base coat, and then the Phantom markings are several shades of like lighter chocolate. You'll notice it on her legs. Oh, where did she go? Oh, there she is. And look at her back end. You see how that line comes up the back of the tail and on her hind end, or her back end, I should say. And you'll notice like her lower feet or legs are also the lighter color chocolate. And you'll see, they also call it tan points, it's sometimes referred to. You'll see it within her face in different areas. It will also become more prevalent as she gets older. We had one chocolate Phantom in our first litter, and we have one in this litter too. That is Pink Collar, and she is a little female. Oh, hi, I see you. And who is telling us hi? Oh, and here we go. We had this little, oh my goodness. Little sweetie telling us hi, and I'm so sorry because I am just sometimes not the best with this, huh? Say hi, say hi. They are so cute, guys. And you know, it's funny because I just know them all, but I don't even know some of my collar colors on these because they're all so unique. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, that's purple. She was purple. But I'm sure you can, also refer to her as the little chocolate girl. She has strong tuxedo markings. I mean, God, I wish she was a full-blown tuxedo, but she doesn't really classify as such. As you see, she's got 3 white-tipped paws. She has a little dot on her tail, of course, and she's got that little bit on her chest and chin. Good girl. Good girl. That's what we talk about when we say we start potty training or litter box training at 3 weeks old. That's the trays they use. We have bunches of them in different sizes and things like that. And I got to tell you, these guys, as much trouble as, I have at my first litter with potty training. And it's not just because they were my first litter of minis, but also it's just because minis do develop, slower. And these guys are doing much better, honestly. They really are, I find just taken to potty training easier. While they're still not quite where our standards would be at this age, they're relatively close, which is definitely a plus. So I couldn't be prouder of them on that end, honestly. Huh. Whoops. And this, that was a little orange collar I just dropped off there. So anyway, there is your purple female again. I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted there and lost her. Uh-oh, easy. All right, and let's see. So then, who are we missing here? We need our little, we talked about Phantom. We need our other little chocolate girls. Am I missing one? Okay, so no, there we go. So here is Pink Collar, right here. Notice, does she remind you of someone? Guys, if you look back, or if I haven't, I can be happy to send you some pictures of Mom Lucy as a pup. Lucy was the darker chocolate like that, but notice her muzzle. You see how her muzzle has that lighter marking? And that's usually from the Phantom gene. But chances are she will turn over time. Remember, a doodle does not get its permanent coat until 9 to 12 months old. And I often say it's like waiting to see what Santa is going to bring as far as the texture of their hair, colors, and things of that nature. So, don't be shocked to see her change to like Lucy's color. And that's exactly what Lucy did. I even told her family that, guys, don't be shocked. She's going to change over time. And sure enough, when they first had her shaved down, they were shocked at the difference. I call it a cafe au lait color, but it's just like a very, very light chocolate with, darker points they'll keep. Come on, girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, and now I can't see you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the best with videoing, but I certainly try to not make you too dizzy. Oh, there you go. There's a good shot of her face. That's what I wanted you to see. And guys, there really isn't a bad choice to be had, but I mean, they're little, I love their little butts and their back ends. Don't laugh. But that curl is just incredible on all of them. I'm very proud of this litter, if I'm being honest. I will happily say that. And I think you can probably hear that in just, in hearing me talk about them. And let's see, who did I leave out? We talked about our Phantom. We talked about Yellow, and I think I mentioned everyone. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but I don't think I have. Oh wait, no, Green. I'm sorry, I'm not sure we hit Green, because Green right here, this is Green, which is our largest female of the litter. She seems to have more of a solid chocolate coat, and if you notice in pictures and in here, she's darker. Y'all notice that? Now, I can't guarantee it, but remember, they could stay and keep their chocolate. It's just, you don't know unless you were to individually test each puppy. We know what their parents carry, but without testing them, we can't be positive. And yes, she does have, a little bit lighter color in her muzzle, but just overall, she's much darker. So chances are, let's say, I shouldn't say chances are, but we're hoping that maybe she'll keep her chocolate, because they're certainly capable of being true chocolates and maintaining that, or, due to different genes with the Phantom gene and just fading that, or graying they call it, but fading that happens with, most doodles, they change as they get older. So, say hi. Can you say hi? I swear, guys, one is cuter than the other. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes having to pick just one. And for us, looking at it from the breeding standpoint, it's different, because we go in looking, knowing what we need or want, I guess, moving forward with breeding. And that's why we knew we really couldn't keep a chocolate or a chocolate and white party, because they essentially carry the same genetically or could produce the same genetically. So we needed to kind of go a little different route, which is why we chose her. And also her petite size was a plus, in hopes that, I know so many people want them tiny, even though I really like them more in that 25 to 35 pound range. I just find they do better structurally. When you get really tiny, you just start to see just differences that I don't know. I just prefer that 25 to 35 pound range. That's right where I preferably like them to be. And here I'm just kind of letting you guys see them playing for a little bit. I don't want to make this video too long or it's going to take forever in a day to upload. So I'll sign off shortly and begin getting this uploaded, and then we'll be starting puppy pick soon. So I can't wait to see who chooses who, and I'm sure you guys are excited as well to know who your fur baby will indeed be. That way you can start preparing to welcome him or her home. Huh? Say hi. Say hi. Can you say hi? Say hi. Hi. That's our little red collar. Say hi, my baby. I see you. I see you, baby girl. Oh, and hi, Fatty Fatty. Hi, Fatty Fatty. What you doing? What you doing, my boy? Huh? And remember, some people are like, oh my goodness, they're getting mean. They're being mean to one another. No, that's just how they learn. This is why you should never pull a puppy, any puppy, whether it's a big, large breed, small breed, anything, away from their litter mates too soon. They are learning so much right now. But what you see there when they're rough playing like that, that's, they're learning that they shouldn't bite. This is how they learn not to bite too hard. When they're playing like that and all of a sudden you hear one yell or yelp, it's because obviously the other bit too hard. And if you notice, play will stop even for just a few seconds, but that tells the puppy that did that, oh wait, I bit too, it was too hard of a bite. And this is how they learn to control that. And of course they learn a number of other things during this time. Anyway, I'm realizing I've been on here for 17 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and I look forward to doing puppy picks. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.